Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody? Awesome. Let's turn to the Unity Statement of Being in the front of your hymnal. There is one presence and one power in this church, in our lives, and in the universe. God, the good, omnipotent. And now the 5 unity principles. Number 1, God is absolute good, everywhere present. 2, God lives in us, therefore we are inherently good. 3, we are co-creators with God and create our experiences through our thoughts. 4, prayer is creative thinking that heightens our connection with God mind. 5, it is not enough to simply know these principles, we must live the truth we know. And page 2, the first hymn. All please stand. And we're singing the Lord's Prayer.
and silently close the door and go apart. This is a time where we can move within and experience aspects of ourselves that exceed our imagination. For indeed, limitlessness is not just a word. Limitlessness is what you are capable of expressing. The more you spend time in this expansive realm that is within you, this entire universe that is within you, that beckons to you, calls to you, that is your true self, that is one with all that there is. I invite you to move within and experience that which exists, that words begin to fail. In describing the depths, innermost depths of wisdom, understanding, connectivity, of latent potentials, of inherent abilities, of oneness, of all that you could ever need. It's right there. In this space that is within, that you are now experiencing as your consciousness is now moving inwards as opposed to outwards. There's a divine radiance that shines and sends rays. The more we are exposed to, the more we realize all that we can be. Experience the mystery that is you. Experience something that, no matter how much is explored, always provides shower and master teacher, Rabbi Yeshua ben Joseph said, "In my Father's house there are many rooms." I invite you to explore these rooms firsthand. Explore the depths of the possibilities that exist within you. I invite you to send forth a question to this innermost depth and experience the range of answers that will come. What is it that you would like to know? I invite you to contemplate on these things. For this innermost presence, this divine radiance that is within, will withhold nothing. Indeed, it offers information to you freely. You merely need to send out a query and await what arises in consciousness. Experience the vastness that is you. Whatever thoughts you were entertaining before, I invite you to tell them, "Peace, be still." Allow yourself to experience what you are capable of to raise consciousness so that you may go back to whatever question was occupying your consciousness earlier and be able to see the answer with new eyes. For it is in this space where all transformation takes place. It is in this space where the impossible becomes possible. It is in this space where your only limitations are the limits of your imagination. Be still, my brothers and sisters, and enjoy your time in this beautiful space that is within you. You need do nothing. That you think that you know, I invite you to let it go. It does not serve you here in this limitless vastness where new insights and new realizations are what happened here. Always a process of bringing forth the new. What has been experienced has been experienced. And it has served its purpose. It is now time to continue on your journey, brothers and sisters. Your journey of learning about who you are, knowing thyself, be still, for you are always in the right place at the right time. That anything that you see causes any turmoil within consciousness, know that there is always another way to see it. Know that there is always another way to experience it. There is always the new that is waiting to be revealed. And it is in this newness, this renewal, this regenerative energy, where we constantly move forward in the upliftment of consciousness. Enjoy this time, my brothers and sisters, these moments, these gentle moments preceding the rest of this service. Just enjoy this time. Experience peace, tranquility. Enjoying this experience, it is my intention to align my consciousness with spirit. So I ask my brothers and sisters here to join me in intentions, for our mind is already joined. We are already one. Join me in the intention of bringing forth the new, of revealing the new, of moving this personality out of the way. For it does not serve us here. In order to make greater space for all that there is, pleasure to experience. And the greater part of us. So I invite you to join me in gratitude of experiencing the new and bringing forth new realizations, new understandings, new insights, new revelations. As we move and journey forward together in consciousness, bringing forth light, bringing forth love, bringing forth peace. Know that it is already done. Know that all prayers are always answered. Know that when two minds are gathered together, their spirit is with us. And so we are all connected here in our intention. So we feel this gratitude in the name and after the loving nature of this benevolent presence of spirit, of all that there is. And so it is. Amen. So, today is Sacred Service Appreciation Sunday, and today we are honoring our volunteers. And so I would like everyone who is a part of service in our Sunday service, I'd like you to please come up here. Please, and yes, Tony, yes. John, would you mind joining us, please? And the choir is standing up, hopefully. You know, service is how we contribute to abundant consciousness. Service and tithes. It's how we contribute to this flow of energy, this abundance, abundant consciousness. It's how we build spiritual currency. It's how we make a difference. And so I want to honor our brothers and sisters here today. Yesterday we had a luncheon, and it was truly beautiful. We'll have the pictures posted on social media. But I would like us to all please stand up. Everyone, please stand up. And I would like us to give them a warm applause. Thank you so much for all that you do to make these Sunday services possible. Thank you. I'm so grateful. We are so grateful. Thank you. All right, we got the kitties up in here. That brings the energy up more than children. I love it. Oh my goodness. All right. So, are we ready? Yes. Okay. All right, let's do this. So, this is the second Sunday of Advent. Last Sunday, the theme was faith and hope. So we talked about creating a transformation that is within us in order to be a light, a gift to this world. Because this world needs us. This world truly needs us right now. You know, we have so many things going on. We have wars going on. We have turmoil. We have brothers and sisters attacking each other. Brothers and sisters blaming each other for why things are, why we're experiencing what we're experiencing right now. And we also have light bringers. We also have our brothers and sisters who are seeing the highest in their brothers and sisters, who are not engaging in lower order consciousness and attacking and defending and getting defensive and all these things are basically ideas that arise from error consciousness. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to talk about what removes peace, what removes it from our presence. Because peace is just like light, it's just like love. It's always there. Whether we see it or not, that's a whole different story. So, there are many things that can contribute to it. I was really contemplating on this. I was like, because there's no one thing. There's a lot of different things. So I'm gonna touch on some of them. The word for peace in Hebrew is shalom. And the word for wholeness in Hebrew is shalem. There's only one letter that's different. And shalem means wholeness. And so wholeness is one thing that helps to bring peace. See, the wholeness comes from knowing who you are. Wholeness comes from accepting who you are, not trying to change who you are, not trying to alter who you are because you're somehow dissatisfied with who you are. No, wholeness comes from accepting who you are and embracing who you are. See, that's wholeness, and see, that brings peace. But there's other things that contribute. There's other things that contribute as well. Wholeness is just one thing. And you know how we get into that situation is, that's a human cycle. That's a human cycle. And we're all doing our part. And again, I talk about humanity because it's time to expand our consciousness from the, me, I, my sort of dynamic so that we can understand, our impact and our interconnectedness to all of our brothers and sisters so that we can then begin to think in those expanded spaces and then begin to come from an expanded viewpoint. And then maybe we can then bring some real light, bring some real love. That's not just love in our circles, like, ourselves or, our kids and our friends and our associates and our bowling buddies and things like that. And bring love to someone who's a complete stranger and recognize that the only reason why this person is a complete stranger is because I don't know this person's name, I've never met this person, but this is still my brother or sister. So what else contributes to it? Well, I was thinking about that too. And, when I was meditating this morning, and, some other things came to me, the way we see things, that contributes to it. When one person can see, for example, a glass of water, one person can see the glass half full, the other can see it half empty. You see, what we're actually looking at, where our thoughts are focusing right now, is going to create what we experience. So when we are focusing on it being half full, for instance, see, now we're focusing on abundance. And see, abundance brings peace. You see? But when we're focusing on emptiness, when we're focusing on lack, when we're focusing on what's wrong or what we don't have and things like that, you see, that, again, what we're focusing on, wherever we place our thoughts, there we are also. And so that brings the absence of peace. You can have two different people who walk into a room. And this room is cleared out. There's nothing in this room. And one person is like, what is this? There's nothing here. You see, that's what they see. And see, another person can see limitless potential in that room, limitless possibilities in that room. You see? That's abundant consciousness. You see? One is an absence. What's not here, what I don't have. Another is, oh my goodness, there's so many opportunities. There's nothing in the way. There's plenty of opportunities. I can do anything in this room. You see? There's always another way that you can see things. I don't care what the situation is. There's another way that you can see things. But see, that takes creativity. That takes being willing to look past the status quo consciousnness. And I'm going to get into status quo consciousness, but first I'm going to talk about a little bit more about what removes us from peace. When we time travel, or we might as well say we time travel, when our thoughts are like in the future all the time, or when we in the past, either we're in the past because of longing of what we perceive as better times, where things were like this way, and oh my goodness, it was so much better back then. You see? Those two things, both of them, they don't bring peace. You see? You see, because, you're missing out on what's happening in the now. You see, you're missing out on all the gifts that are here in the now. You're missing out on what there is right here, right now. So we're focusing on the past, for example. It doesn't have to be about pain, but if it's pain, okay. Well, your focus is on pain. Wherever your thoughts are, there you are also. You see? See, we're not separate from our thoughts, you see? We're in no way separate from our thoughts. Somehow we think we can just think things, and we don't, And we don't, and it doesn't have anything to do with us. That's just my thought, like you throw something or whatever. You know? No. Where your thoughts are, there you are also. You see? Wherever your thoughts are, there you are. So where are you focusing your thoughts? Where are you placing your thoughts? Focusing on negativity. Yeah, focusing on negativity. So I talked about this. I thought about this for a little bit. I was like, oh yeah, I want to talk about this thing. Yeah, no, yeah. I said, yeah, I'm going to talk about it. So, here's my thing about the news. Okay. Now I appreciate the fact that about being informed, but anytime you have a situation where the reporting is biased towards reporting the negativity, and you're taking all this in, you see? You're taking all this in. You're not focusing your thoughts on, or at least being mindful of where you're placing your thoughts so you're going to see all of this negativity, because keep in mind, this is a business, and it's already been decided in this business that it's more profitable to report the negativity to keep us afraid. Fear sells. Why do you think they have so many horror movies out? Why do you think? Because fear sells for some kind of reason. I don't know what it is. They would like to be afraid. I don't know. Okay? But see, when you're focusing on negativity, you're focusing on these negative ideas. Where your thoughts are, there you are also, you see. And so, see, this is about mindfulness. This is about mind change. This is about, hey, listen, you have to be guarded about where you're placing your thought energy. Because wherever you're placing your thought energy, guess what? You're creating more of it. You've already took yourself over there, but your mind continues to create. So whatever you're focusing your awareness on, you're creating more of it. You're creating more of it. You're creating more of it. You're bringing more of it into your life. Now, I talked last week about our responsibility to our brothers and sisters as far as being a light to others and seeing people in the highest, okay? Why do I talk about that? Because, see, there's a status quo consciousness, you see, and we're all swimming in that status quo field. This is a resonance field, which is an average. It's an average resonance field. Status quo consciousness is the average resonance of where our consciousness is around the planet. Now, it changes it can change in localized areas as well. In other words, there are some local areas where consciousness is somewhat based. But there is an average of humanity, an average resonance of humanity, and we are constantly contributing to it. Whether we're contributing to it by lifting it up, or whether we're contributing to it by putting some bags and some weights on it, and dragging it down. We are, all of us, every single one of us, all of us. So I said what impacts someone in another country still impacts you too. You see? It does. You may not experience it like immediately, but you are going to experience it in that average resonance field, which is a status quo. In the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 9, it reads, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they are the sons and daughters of God." So what is a peacemaker? Well, Charles and Mary Fillmore, they had their interpretation of what peacemakers are. And they said basically it's someone who is aware of their thoughts. And they have gotten to a point where they can master their thoughts, and they can tell their thoughts, "Peace, be still," like Jesus when he spoke to the winds and told them to calm themselves. They use that explanation. A peacemaker is someone who understands these things that I'm sharing with you. You see? And they understand the impact of their thoughts. They're not looking at their thoughts, they're not irresponsibly just thinking about whatever and thinking that it doesn't have anything to do with anything because it's like this ball that you throw, you don't have to worry about it anymore. They're understanding that their thoughts are contributing to this average resident's field, you see, and that they're impacting billions of people. They understand that now, you see, and they're being impacted by billions of people. They understand that, you see, and so they make a choice that they would rather contribute light to this average resident's field than negativity. They would rather contribute harmony to this average resident's field than conflict. You see? This is something that falls upon every single one of us. Every single one of us. This average resident's field, which we cannot escape, can't escape it, sorry, can't escape it, okay? This is our responsibility. This is what is at stake. And can't you see what is happening? I don't know if you know what 15,000 dead people look like. But I can tell you right now, you would be horrified if you saw it. You would be horrified. You would be horrified. As far as in Ukraine, and I'm just talking about over in Gaza. But as far as in Ukraine, you would be horrified as far as all of the people that have lost their lives. You'd be horrified. You'll be doing your best to contribute positively to that average resident's field. But see, we think that, because, we're separated by great distances, we have these oceans and things like that, and, we're in this, I guess we think we're the greatest country in the world and things like that. We don't have to worry about any of that stuff. See, these are thoughts of separation. These are error thoughts. Error thoughts. Creates an illusion, you see? Creates an illusion. Because, see, this average resident's field transcends borders, you see? Transcends border security, you see? Transcends all of that, you see? And there's nothing that any government agency can do about that, you see? There's nothing that they can do to clean it up. Like, you try to clean up the atmosphere. No, that's for us to do. That's for us to do. So this is not about pointing any fingers or placing any blame. I'm just letting you know what's at stake. Just letting you know the importance of being mindful of your thoughts. Because this Advent season, it is my intent to bring you to the world, to prepare you. Because I know what you can do. I know what you can do. I know what you're capable of. It only takes 1%. 1%, that's all it takes to make a difference, to impact the other 99. That means one person can impact another 99 people positively. See, with this kind of consciousness, you can transform your own neighborhood, you see? You can transform your own neighborhoods. You don't know what's going on in your neighbor's house and things like that. You don't need to know what's going on in your neighbor's house. But you just raise your energy up, you see? You focus on what you are doing. You focus on your meditation, you see? And as you raise your energy and as you don't contribute to that average resident's field negatively, you begin to positively impact that average resident's field and your immediate 99% of the people that are around you. That's right, you, not somebody else. See, that's what they thought back in first century Palestine. They were looking for someone to save them. Someone else to come and save them. That's over now. There is no one else. If not you, then who? You are the light of this world. You are the saviors of this world. You. That's right. You are. So, how do we become peacemakers? How do we become peacemakers? Let's get right to it. All right. It takes a mindset. It takes a mindset. Now that you know what's at stake, it takes a mindset. It takes a willingness Because see, a willingness means you don't have to know how to get all the way to Z. All you need is the willingness. A divine being only needs the willingness to set the stage in motion to bring about its eventual manifestation. So the first thing it takes is a willingness. Above all else, you can't do anything that you're not willing to do, you see? You can't do it. You can't go get a glass of water unless you're willing to go do it. So it takes a willingness. It takes a willingness. The first thing I would say to be willing of is to trust in spirit. I haven't mentioned spirit. I haven't mentioned spirit as far as peace and things like that. Spirit is the highest resonating energy. Spirit transcends the average resonance field. See, there's another field that you can tap into, though, you see? There's another field that you can tap into. There's another field that you can tap into. And so you, as like a portal, as you tap into that field, as you put your thoughts and your trust on spirit, you see, where you place your thoughts, there you are also. You see? And see, then you will be a portal. You will bring that energy of spirit into this average resonance field, and you'll be doing your part to help to raise it. You may not know that, and that's okay. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to know all the ins and outs and stuff. That's just our ego that just thinks it has to. You don't need to know all that. I'm just letting you know that this is what you do. When you place your thoughts on spirit, on the highest resonating energy, you become a portal. Because see, you're still swimming in that average resonance field. But see, your thoughts are in a higher field, you see? So you're bringing that higher energy into that average resonance field. And guess what you're doing? You're raising that field. That's what you're doing. A willingness to meditate. Listen, not a Sunday goes by where I don't talk about this. Okay? You want to know how long I meditated prior to giving this message when I came here to church? At 7:45, meditated for 2 hours. Okay? That's not to elevate myself or anything like that. You see, what percentage of time are you putting to your highest self? That's a question for all of us to ask. I'm not here to point any fingers. What percentage of time? What percentage of your waking moments are you using towards raising your consciousness, towards your higher self? And, so if you're awake for, say, 15 hours, and you're giving 20 minutes, I mean, don't get me wrong, 20 minutes is better than nothing. But that's a very low percentage based on your waking hours, you see. And see, the math doesn't really add up to being a peacemaker, you see. It doesn't. You're just surviving right there. You know? So, I would say, have this be a goal. Just have it be a goal. And if you don't hit the goal, that's okay. Because we're going to exercise grace. Okay? Have it be a goal to say 10% of your waking hours towards meditation. 10%. This is like tithing. 10% of your waking hours towards meditation. So, I don't know how long you're awake. I have no idea, But, if your 15 hours of wake time would be an hour and a half. And I'm not saying you have to do that whole hour and a half in a chunk like that, right there in the morning or something like that. Half of it in the morning, half of it in the evening. Half of it in the morning, half of it in the evening. When you're going to bed, download the day. Think about the day. And begin to as you're meditating, begin to go through the day. Go through the day in your mind. See, now your mind is harmonizing everything. You see, it's harmonizing the things that happen today. And when you see things that you didn't like that happened this day, be grateful for it. Be grateful for it. Because if it didn't feel good, that means it contributed to your growth. I mean, if it felt good, that's okay too, but you probably didn't grow from it. You probably did. Let's just be honest. You probably didn't grow. So see things in the right context, you see? Those things that, that ruffled your feathers or whatever, that's what you really be grateful for. Be grateful for those. Yeah. While you're downloading, And then go to bed. Thanking Spirit for everything, everything that you experienced. Thank you, Spirit. I am so grateful. Thank you. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for all that I expect. I'm grateful for when, I got upset when that person cut me off on the freeway. I'm so grateful when I was walking down the street and I helped this person, this old lady, walk across the street. I'm so grateful. And so you everything, just be grateful for it. Everything. And you will transform your own consciousness, you see. Your own consciousness will begin to transform. I would advise you to begin to look at things from a place of expansion. There is nothing that is in existence that is not supposed to be there. I can tell you that right now. In this universe, everything serves a purpose. So, if you're not seeing what the purpose is, open yourself up to see it. Even when some of our brothers and sisters, you see, are doing hurtful things, and we're interpreting these hurtful things, you see, what they're actually doing, which you're not considering, you're getting upset about it. So see, they're drawing that poison out of you so that you can actually see it. You see, everything that happens in the external is just an out-picturing of what happens in our own consciousness. That's what the film wants to teach. You see, when we don't meditate, because most of us don't, we need that. You see? Because if we don't have these triggers, which we do, if we don't have these triggers which bring this stuff out, so we get upset and stuff like that, so we can look at it, you see, then it stays in where it can fester and turns into disease, like cancer. So all these things that you see that rub you the wrong way and things like that, these things are your saviors. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you are resonating in a certain energy, and it's a certain energy of love, and your consciousness is high, let me tell you this right now, things are not going to impact you the same way when your consciousness is low. It's not. So guess what? That stuff is in you. And this stuff is just drawing it out of you. Whatever your spirit is just drawing it out of you. And it needs to draw it out of you so you can take a look at it, so you can express yourself. So that way you're not creating shadows, number one. And number two, you are getting ample opportunities to look at what needs to heal within you. Everybody with me? Okay. All right.
You drawing it out.
That's right. Honestly, I had no idea what I was going to say. I had no idea what I was going to say when I was meditating. I created a talk, but a lot of times, it just comes out. That's what aligning your consciousness with spirit is about. And you help create that because you all join me with intention, you see. You are infinite. You are capable of anything. So as you begin to create this space within you, see then now you've actually created enough bandwidth now within you where now you can consciously begin to focus on something that's beyond you, and you can begin now to focus on raising that average resonance field, you see. You begin to focus on when you see your brothers and sisters, and something that rubs you the wrong way, where now you're being accountable, you understand that it doesn't have anything to do with them. They're just drawing this out of you see. So now you're coming from this peaceful state of mind, you see. And even right then, you may be still kind of feeling a little whatever you're feeling at that point. See, now you're functional now, you see. You're functional now. You're recognizing that this is you that's in this. This is you. This is your interpretation that's in this. This is not them. You thought it was them, but no, it's not them at all. No. Our personalities are so adept at just accidentally, crossing our triggers as far as hitting our triggers. They're so adept at it. Oh my goodness. They don't do it on purpose. We're just good at that. You know, we just naturally cross each other's trees. Just, oops, you know? Yeah. They're our saviors. Yeah. No matter what I tell you right now, I tell you, my partner Claudia, she knows how to draw it out of me. She knows how to draw it out of me. Oh yeah. And I give thanks for her. I'm like, not when I'm on the phone with her, but then I'm like, thank you so much for that disagreement that I had with Claudia. Yeah. Saying, yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. This is what I'm talking about. And the last thing is the trust in spirit. See, understand that spirit, not only as far as that higher resonance field, see, spirit is the source of everything, you see. It's the source of everything. Okay? Everything else is a channel. Everything. Everything. Anything that you think is your good is not your good. It's not your source. It's a channel for your good. The source is spirit. Spirit is the substance. When one channel closes, another one always opens. So we have to stop being so invested in the channels so that we're afraid. We're afraid to lose this or lose that. Whatever. Let it go. Because spirit will bring something else, something better. Let it go. Spirit. Spirit is the source of my good. I will have no fear. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I got an affirmation. Okay. All right. So this affirmation is in the form of 3 statements. Everybody repeat after me. Today is a gift.
Today is a gift.
And I welcome it with a peaceful mind.
And I welcome it with a peaceful mind.
All right. Statement number 2. When I have harmony in my thoughts,
When I have harmony in my thoughts,
I have harmony in all areas of my life.
I have harmony in all areas of my life.
Statement number 3. My inner power is limitless.
My inner power is limitless.
I can make peace in any situation.
I can make peace in any situation.
Brothers and sisters, you are peacemakers. You are peacemakers. Now go and be that light that your Father, Mother, God intended for you to be. Thank you.
Now is the time for tithes and offerings. To our abundance blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Divine love, flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Divine love, flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. In the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. We have copies of today's service that are available on CD. You can get that at the front desk. We have prayer chaplains available for one-on-one confidential prayer. They will move to the front of the sanctuary if you would like to approach them after the service and they can pray with you. You can find us on YouTube or Facebook. Next Sunday, 12/17, following the service, there will be a tea time, membership luncheon. It's really a nice fellowship and get together. So all are welcome. Then the following Sunday, on 12/24, there will be a Christmas Eve candle lighting ceremony during the Sunday service. We also have Thursday, December 14th, it's Shades of Praise called Share the Season. It's a gospel choir and it's a free concert. And some of the members here are in this gospel, so all are asked to come to that. That should be a wonderful get together. And do we have any new visitors here today that might want to introduce themselves? Yeah, would you like to maybe stand up and tell us your name and how you found us?
Dennis Baker, my two friends, we came down to visit New Orleans and staying up the street, and to our great surprise, I saw Unity. We are Unity of Washington, D.C. So Dennis Baker, my name.
Andy Gilbert.
Wonderful, we're so glad you're
Very
here.
happy to be here. This is awesome message.
Amen.
Fantastic. And we have felt the love of New Orleans. Ever since we arrived here, people have been so kind. People walk up to us and say, "Oh, you want a good cafe? Go down here, go over there. Don't go over this. Don't go over there." It's been fantastic. And so, I think the vibes are very high here. The love is there, and hopefully we also were loving, and people were not afraid to approach us and just freely come up and say, "Hey." So thank you.
Thank you so much. We're so glad you're here. Anyone else?
My name's Ginger. I've been here before, probably 25 years ago, something like that. And I'm here with Nella, and it's just been a pleasure to be here. And I agree with that. The message was absolutely fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Funny, my name is Ginger also, usually. I'm Ginger Hannah, my daughter Gina, and my grandsons live here in New Orleans, so I get to come down twice a year and visit you all, and I just love coming here. It's an amazing community. I love your new minister, truly amazing speech as well, and I love that you had his talk prepared, but then you just, let go and let Spirit speak through you, so thank you so much. Thank you.
All of you are here, and someone from our welcome team might approach you to give you a card to fill out if you'd like, a visitor card, and then maybe you can get on our email list or something. We'd love for you to come back, please, anytime. And so then finally, I'm Shanti. Hi, everybody. I do as much service as I can here and in many aspects of my life, actually, and I love unity and I love the truths that I have learned here. So, thank you. If anyone else would like to serve here as well, we're always welcome to anybody who wants to serve. Absolutely. As you know, Stephen encourages it. And please see me after the service if you'd like to sign up. We have lots of things that we can do. Yes, and service is great for spiritual growth. So now we're going to say our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God